Christian behavior toward himself. Life is a long series of development steps. When the Christian was an infant, he learned to walk, talk, and feed himself. The learning of the skills was difficult, but once he overcame the hurdles, it was as if he walked easily using these abilities. How a Christian ought to behave toward his spirit. Every Christian has spirit. When he asked Jesus to be his Savior, he received the Spirit. A Christian needs to be nourished, should nourish his spirit, the new man. A strong spirit will force away evil and bring the body and mind into subjection to God's ways. 1 Corinthians 9:23, 1 Peter 1:13. The Christian spirit should remain alert and sensitive to God. The Christian spirit should retain what it learns. The Christian spirit should be given the uttermost place of importance. A Christian needs to listen to the new man and ignore the old man. How a Christian ought to behave toward his mind. He should feed his mind with humility. 1 Peter 5:5-7. But make sure you don't get actual education. You just want to learn Christian stuff, pro Christian stuff. He should guard his mind against sinful thoughts. To read books or other materials which contain sinful lifestyles and dirty language is sin. See? To watch corrupt or suggestive television programs is sin, which a lot of Christians still do. He should keep his mind from becoming frustrated. He should guard against worry. He has not always that easy. He should keep his mind edified. How a Christian ought to behave toward his body. A Christian ought to keep his body clean, properly groomed. A Christian ought to keep his body clothed. A Christian ought to guard his body's durability, its ability to function well. All that stuff. Don't drink, don't smoke, or do drugs and all that. Eat the right foods, exercise, and stuff like that. Feel free to like, subscribe. Feel free to watch any of my other videos. Thanks.